down to minus 35 last night, and it warmed up to, it must be about minus 28 right now. We don't have much wind, which is good, but it is cold. I just got back from the farm, thawed some stock waters out, got the water running, and helped bed some barns, and just helped the day along. So I just want to go inside my winter shed to see what's going on inside. I haven't been into the winter shed for since the last time I did a video here, I think. So it's been quite a while. It's been cold for the last week, so my fans have been in idle for the last week, and I just want to see what the CO2 levels are inside, and just want to see if I can still see my hives, see my babies, and see what's going on. So here's my fan, air exhaust fan, and I'm just running a running an idle, so continuous air circulation through the shed still. This one's off, so it's not a lot of air coming out of this vent. About, I would say, like if I would run a table fan on medium, that's about what I have running through the shed right now. And we'll just see if the bees are able to maintain the temperature within the shed themselves. So the shed's holding at 5 degrees. CO2 detector on here as we go in the shed. It's starting to increase. So let's see here. Just going to walk down the aisle, see how my babies are. I can still see them. Everybody's still hanging at the bottom. Here's some small nukes. Still see these guys. Here's a blowout. I'm not seeing too much of that yet. Actually, I'm hardly seeing any of it. Here is, these are doubles I put in. I don't know if you remember, but these are the, when I made up my nukes, I left one frame, 2 frames of bees, and the old queen back home, and then I had her reinstate her nest and build it out. So they built it out quite nicely, and then I doubled them up with another brood box to seize up some brood comb, and my intention was to split this hive into 2 before fall, but I never got around to it just because the summer kind of threw a wrench at me. So I left these guys in doubles. And they look all right. We'll see how things turn out. But the whole project of nuking out those hives was a success. So far anyway. We'll see how they fully winter. But every hive here has bees at the entrance, so looks good. What is my CO2 reading here? So I give it lots of time, and we're looking at 2,600 parts per million, which is pretty good. Let's go take a look at the air intake vents. Just looking up at the air intake vents, you notice there's a lot of frost on them. It's cold air coming in, and the warm, moist air in the shed's condensing on the vent. Shows you how cool that air is coming in. Take a look at some of my nukes here. Just hanging steady. starting to lose sight in some of them. Not all of them. They've dried right up since I've taken the entrances off, which is good. At any rate, let's take a look at the floor here to see how much I have to sweep up. Looks like we got a bit of drop down here for me to sweep up. So I'll have to come back in here this afternoon after I get back and push the broom. I'm just going to take a peek inside this hive just to see what the cluster looks like inside the hive body. A pretty decent cluster in this colony. Close them back up. It's not a box of bees, so this is showing a strong hive on the front is filling all 9 frames that I can see. But the so you can see the top side is showing the same, all 9 along the top side here. But it's only going about 2/3 of the way back into the hive body. So the colony isn't a box of bees, but it's about half a box to 2/3 of a box of bees. So in the shed, the place is pretty quiet here, just the way I like it. I'll just leave them alone.